This short video will give you an introduction to Poll Everywhere, and it will show you how to use it using just a browser, how it's integrated into Canvas, and also how it looks adding it as a slide in PowerPoint. We're going to take a look at logging in first, so you'll go to polleverywhere.com, and once you're there you can click Login. The login page looks like this, and you can type in your UW email address. Once you do that, it'll prompt you to sign in or log in with the University of Washington. Do that. Once you've logged in, you'll be at a home screen like this. I'm going to show you two things on this page. One is the activity button, and the other one is your URL for students to respond. So in class, students can either use a browser or the app to go to pollev.com / by default, this will be your username for your email at work here. You can edit that and change it to whatever you want. Right here, I would suggest something memorable so that your students know where they're going. On the left side, there's these icons. I'm going to just show you two of them, this home screen that we were just looking at and the activity screen or activities screen. Here's where you can create and organize activities, and that's what I want you to do today. So here we're going to create a folder, and we're going to call it testing or test 1, 2, 3. I've already created that folder, and I've added one item to it. So the plus activities button is where you can add an item to a folder, or not, but I would suggest putting them in folders. When you click the plus activity, this is kind of the default look to create the many types of polls in Poll Everywhere. There are a number of options. The emotion scale is one we're going to look at, multiple choice, and the word cloud and Q&A for today. The multiple choice allows you to ask a question, type in some possible answers. You can add as many answers as you want. Click create, and this is that default look that you may have seen. This is what students will see on the board when you click present in the upper right hand corner. They can get to the poll by going to pollev.com / username. They can text it on their phone, or they can use the QR code to get to this same page. You can see responses down here at the bottom when you are done. I want to show you really quickly what that might look like in the real world. This is a few different items that you might ask students. How are you feeling about coursework? This is the emotion emojis. This is a word cloud, so letting students write a word or two about how they're feeling. And this last one is asking students how they feel they're learning the most, what types of activities work the most for them. These buttons in the upper right are super important. You want to activate the poll, and you can show it just like this, or when you click present, it will activate the poll as well. So this is the browser version. It's not tied to your specific course. Anybody with a UW login can get to these. The next thing we're going to do is look at how it integrates into Canvas. In all Canvas courses, the course navigation has a Poll Everywhere by default. You may have hidden that from students. If that's the case, you'll want to drag it back up into the course navigation to make sure it's active. When you select it, the first thing you'll probably see is that you want to continue to Canvas, which seems weird, but it's just connecting the two. When you do that, you'll see that you have a course, and you can create an assignment and sync the roster. You want to sync the roster first. You can also add new assignments. I did that here, and you can see that it has 3 activities. You can edit the settings. And here is where you get a couple options. One is to give them credit for participation, and the other one is for correct answers or not. Depending on your needs here, I'm leaving this just as participation because I'm just sort of testing the class on a Monday morning.
But this is the new interface that allows you to create these assignments. Previously, you had to upload and download Excel files in order to get content into the gradebook. So this is a great new feature. And that's how it looks in Canvas. The application poll everywhere should be on your computer by default if it's a university issued computer. If not, you can request it from the help desk. When you open it, it'll look similar to this. I'm on a Macintosh, so it'll look slightly different on a PC. When you create activities, you can see that exact same folder that you saw on the web. And when you look at the activities that you've created, you will see that they look just like they do in the web, but you get a few more options. In this case, because we're going to be looking at PowerPoint and inserting slides into a PowerPoint presentation, I just want to show you what a blank PowerPoint presentation looks like now. And in the application, when I click Insert Slide, it'll ask how I want to do that. By default, just click Insert Slides, and it will add that slide to your PowerPoint presentation. When you present that to the students, it's the same process. They can see where to log in, and the results will show on the PowerPoint slides. It's very nice, and it works very well.